How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, as always, Hicksydust, here with my two sons,
Benny
and
Jace.
And we're recording another episode of the Hicksydust Family Gaming Podcast. Today's video audio, we will be covering a game which has been covered quite a bit on the Hicksydust YouTube channel, and that is Fortnite. Today we'll be talking about Fortnite. It's one of the games that we spend the most time playing together. We're going to talk about some of our favorite features of the game, why we love it so much, and of course our favorite skins. I'm going to pass things off to Benny first. Benny, what's your favorite thing about Fortnite?
Teeth.
Well, that's your favorite skin? Teeth?
Yeah.
Established that Benny likes teeth. So, Benny, why don't you tell us some of your other favorite skins?
Isaac.
Isaac?
He's the guy with the gun.
Yep, Isaac. So Fortnite did...
Come here and scare me.
Yep, Fortnite did a collaboration with Dead Space, so the main character, Isaac, is playable in that game. Is there any other characters you want to talk about, Benny?
Yeah. It's Grimy.
Grimy. I'm going to touch more on Grimy later. But yeah, Grimy, okay. He's very cool. If I'm not mistaken, didn't you want your birthday cake to be Grimy this year? You had a custom Grimy birth cake?
I got Grimy birthday cake, guys. Like, it's really good. It has ice cream in it.
Okay. Well, who else do you like?
Who is that? What?
Toon Fishy. There we go.
Or as he likes to call it, Bendy Fishman.
Bendy Fishman.
I call it tuna.
Tuna?
It's supposed to be called tuna fish, which is a play on the word tuna, which is a type of
Tuna
fish.
fish.
And then fish, which it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Regular fishy?
Yeah, regular fishy. I don't know, man, guys. But I like that character.
All right, well, I'm going to pass things off to Jace now. Good job, Benny. Why don't you sit down? Jace, why don't you tell us about some of your favorite skins or maybe even some of your favorite features from the game?
Alright, first I'm going to say some of my favorite things from the game.
Okay.
So first thing is they introduced back in Chapter 2, I think, exotic weapons. These were just normal weapons, but modified slightly. You had to do them by doing some special NPC quest. Okay, Benny, I didn't need to know that. Basically, it's different exotics, and they touched on this back in Chapter 4, Season 1, when they were doing the heist event. They added some new of them in, like a heavy shotgun and a P90
That we like
Mr.
that.
Benny.
I think it's classified as a submachine gun or something along those lines.
It's a type of submachine gun. No, and in the game
Right,
it is known as the heist and run. And a cool ability, exotics have different abilities. The heist and run P90, it gives you infinite running speed, which is really good for Benny over here. So now I'm going to talk about my skins. My most favorite skin has to be from Chapter 1, Season 1, and a very OG skin, the Merry Marauder, or as most people call it, Gingy.
Okay.
And
The gingerbread character, right?
yes, it's Gingy. There's two different ones, the female one, the male one. I'm talking about the male one. So, basically, the skin it's just Jonesy pretty much, just wearing a gingerbread costume. It's not actually Jonesy. It has a little arm thing on its back, and not on its back.
You gave it
arm.
the emblem shield, I know that, on its back bling, right?
So for the back bling I use is, back in Chapter 2 they released a set of characters that whatever banner you picked, they would look like that. The color, the banner, everything. So I have that banner back bling, and what I use with it is I use the gingerbread man thing. Then I use the classic default pickaxe. Then I use Googly Glider. Alright, I love the Googly Glider. It's so funny. It's worth, I'm pretty sure, 500 V-Bucks, or somewhere below or above that. I know it's under 1,000. Basically, whenever you move, its eyes will Google, it's really good. I never use a contrail unless it's for certain skins that have it, or just I add it because it looks better.
Yeah, there's not too many contrails I like either. I usually end up using either one or two.
Or just 0 for anything. So basically, another skin I like was released in Chapter 1, Season 7, I would like to say. And Season 7 or 8, one of those two, called Plastic Patroller. Plastic Patroller was an army man. There was 2 of them, a female one and a male one, like most of the old skins. Basically, what I like to do with this skin, I like to use the green version of it, not the red or white one. I like using the green version of it. And the story behind why I wanted it is because when it was first released, it didn't have a camo design on it. It only had like pure white, pure green. And what it would do is it would make the skin unseeable. Alright. And what I do with it is I take the skin, I use a very rare back bling, like super rare, I'm pretty sure it's called the L double. Alright, so I think it's called the L double. It is a back bling that looks like the normal cheeseburger back bling.
The El Dorado?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It has weird physics on it, and it's golden burger. So one of the best things about the game is how the characters just do funny things. And I use the googly lighter and the normal pickaxe again. Now, Dad, I think you should tell us about a little bit of your favorite skins, and then we'll do Ben again.
Alright guys, so with Fortnite, one of my favorite things that they do is actually the collaborations. You can see a lot of collaborations from movies, anime, TV. They bring in a lot of characters from outside of Fortnite, and they package them up as skins. But one of the coolest skins that I ever thought I had to have, like go outside of the battle pack and buy separately, was this character called Grimy, which Benny touched on earlier. Grimy is kind of like this ink blot character. He's got shades of like, black and light blue. One of his cool features is that as you get kills or eliminations through the game, he starts to light up. Like faces spawn on him for every enemy that you eliminate in the game, so that's pretty cool. And it reflects on the wrap as well. So, any boats or any weapons you have, you'll see the smiles as well. On his back bling, I put the blaster from Star Wars just because I think it looks cooler on him versus his regular back bling, which is kind of like just an extra face on his back. He's got his own glider, which is it's called the Drip Dropper. It's very cartoonish as well. Very reminiscent of other cartoon types that they have in the game and other games. So the second skin I want to talk about is one I've been using more recently. It's called the Frigid Foregoer. It's kind of like this undead skeleton, kind of like Western look to it. He's got this hat, which is frozen over, which is pretty cool. I give him the cape from... Guys, help me out here. Who was the Fallen? What was his... Not the Fallen, from the last season.
Are you talking about the Stormbreaker cloak?
Yes, that...
No, Stormfacer cloak.
Yes, I let him wear that because I think it looks really cool on him. I gave him Renzo's skull ship as a glider. And then he's got this lunar axe. I think that all pairs really nicely. It's one of the skins that I've been using in more recent playthroughs. On St. Patrick's Day, I went back and I purchased the Lucky Rider. That was a funny story. I tried to gift my boys the Battle Pass, and I realized that you couldn't do it with V-Bucks. So I bought a pack of V-Bucks for nothing, but I ended up spending it on St. Patrick's Day for the Lucky Rider. I think he looks really cool. What else? I'm going to talk about one of my favorite collaboration skins, the Xenomorph alien from the Alien franchise. His back bling is actually just his tail. And then I give it, of course, Grimy's glider again. And I give him Grimy's wrap just to kind of tie it all in, just because it all fits the same color scheme. I there's one more I wanted to talk about, but I'm blanking on it right now, so I'm probably just gonna skip that. But yeah, Fortnite's a very fun family game.
Wait.
Notes. Oh, that's right. The Remnant soldier. He kind of look. I don't know if he's from the IO season, but he's like this Remnant Order soldier. He's got the gas mask. He kind of looks like one of like the reason I bought him was because he reminded me of the characters from Resident Evil. He kind of looked like the Umbrella Soldiers. So I bought that skin as well. That's one of my favorites to use. I'll use him from time to time. Yeah, Benny, sure. I'm basically done with my skins. So, Benny, what did you want to talk about? I know you mentioned, wraps.
Right, the first one is gonna be Grimy.
You like Grimy's rap? Yeah, I spoke about Grimy too.
Yeah, Dad likes Grimy over there.
Mm-hmm.
And every time you get a kill, they spawn little faces on the weapon.
Yeah, I brought that up as well.
And the next one is, oh God, I don't know what it is.
All right. Well, while you think, Jace, is there something you would like to add?
Emotes and wraps are some of my favorite things in the game because they are so little but add a lot. Like the one bad wrap that you don't like can mess up your entire game because you're gonna be aiming and looking at it the entire game and it's gonna be like, wow, that's ugly.
Yeah, wraps. I agree with you. Emotes, because they're just different ways that you can customize and personalize your characters. Like, if you wanted to use them or add that little spice to your character. Benjamin, was there something else you wanted to bring in before we wrap up this video?
Yeah. It's gliders.
Gliders?
Oh, gliders.
What is one of your favorite gliders?
Grimy it's the drip.
The drip dropper. Yeah, we've talked a lot about Grimy. You can see that you can see that Grimy's one of our favorite characters here as a whole.
The next one is. And let me show you it, guys.
Dan doesn't have a camera, but Benny, are you thinking of Tuna Fish's glider?
Yeah, tuna fishes. So I like the blue style though.
Is that like the little whale, the cartoon
I'm
whale?
gonna tell you what it is.
I like this. I like the blue style.
You have to
better.
be wearing the contrail that comes with the glider for the glider to actually work. Because you're going to be gliding down with a bunch of fish, and then one fish gets eaten by the whale, and then you surf on the whale.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So it all works together to create that aesthetic.
For the Toon's fish skin.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, now talk to you.
And another thing, the fish stick glider, both of the fishy skins for some reason have really interesting gliders because the fish stick one does a little song that goes ooh you like that.
Yeah, fish stick is one of those reoccurring skins like Jonesy or like Peely where they have like a bunch of different versions or iterations of the character. Like that's one of the ongoing themes with Fortnite. What do you got, Ben? I see you're trying to get my attention.
Right. Now, the gliders are like really good. Let's talk about the gliders.
Benny, we already talked about the gliders.
Yeah, was there something you wanted to add with the glider?
Yeah. I want to add it with tuna fishes.
Yeah, we just spoke about Tuna Fish's glider, how his is very intricate and it all comes together.
No. I am talking about the blue one.
The blue one specifically? You guys are going to have to take over on this one because I don't know about it.
Basically, Tuna Fish was a very interesting skin when it came to styles. If you got him in the Battle Pass, you would have to go and unlock his styles. You would have to get color vials, and you could also unlock pre-made character lists, which I have some of.
This kind of sounds like that one character who they had.
Masks.
Yeah, what was his name?
It's a she.
No, I'm thinking of the different one. The kind of looked like an action figure, and you had to collect.
Snap.
Yeah, Snap, and you had to collect different parts for him. I didn't get a lot of different variations of Snap. I hope that's one that they would actually bring back. Just I know they very rarely bring stuff back into circulation, but I would like to see that one, just so I would have the chance to recollect some of its collectible pieces.
Daddy, can I talk to you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Dad. I got all the Snap pieces.
Yeah, you guys collected more of the snap pieces than I did.
Ben, you didn't get all of them. You only got like half of them. Well,
That's
I got
fine.
like more than half.
Yeah, you guys have more. That's why I'm saying I would love to see. I would love to see Fortnite bring Snap back and maybe give us the chance to recollect some old pieces that maybe people have missed, or even add some new ones. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah. So this is not about Fortnite, but it is about our videos.
Okay.
I was wondering, what if in the comments we did a poll? It's basically we would have two different games we'd ever talk about. It's rather we did Pokemon, or if you agree with me, which I know me and Benny know a lot about this, so I want to teach you about it. I actually asked to play it earlier. Doors.
Yeah, it's a game for Roblox.
Yes, but it doesn't look like Roblox. It looks much more good.
Well, let's see if we can actually get some feedback on this video, guys. So there's the poll that Jace has presented. Would you guys rather us revisit Pokemon, or would you like to see us talk about another game called Doors?
Doors. Let's talk about doors.
Well, I see Benny's already got a vote. So we'll see. We'll see how if this video affects the next video, if we get any feedback from this one. But guys, I think we are running close to the time here. Is there any last final thoughts you guys want to say before we end this video?
Yeah. Me.
All right, what do you got to say, Ben? Make it quick.
Give a thumbs up, guys. You better give a thumbs up.
All right, so Benny wants you to like this video. I'm going to take it a step further and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on all the Hicksydust Family Gaming podcast content. Jace, is there anything you'd like to say before we wrap up?
I have a question for everyone in the comments. Rather A, we make our dad play Doors, or B, we make a podcast where we tell him about Doors.
Okay, so there's a part 2 now. Jason said, do you guys want us to continue talking about Pokemon or Doors? And this next one will be, do I do a initial react video, or like a first ever playing video? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
All right. So, guys, that's going to do it for today.
Yeah,
Thank you so
goodbye,
much for listening. Thank you so much for listening.
You
like.
better leave a like on this video. I hope you did. If you do it, I will give you 100 billion likes on this video.
All right. So if you've enjoyed listening to myself, I'm your host, as always, Hicksydust, here with my two sons,
Benny
and
Jace.
And you can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us under Facebook, all using the tag Hicksydust-Gaming. And as always, guys, keep your eyes to the horizons for more Hicksydust content, more Hicksydust Family Gaming podcast content, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much, guys.